Brought to you by the new Faro's Lounge Kickstarter. We just hit 13. Trying to get to 17. Well, first we got to get to 15. I guess first we got to get to 14. The goal is 17-3 to break last month's record. And know that I'm on the track back to salvation. But until then, we got to try and win money this way. So I put in 20 lineups the other day, or was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Put in 20 lineups yesterday, and I wasn't comfortable with them. I wasn't happy at the end. I liked the beginning, and then I feel like I settled for Jackson Smith and Jigba, and then everything got fucked up. So what I did was, just to be safe, I moved those 20 lineups over to the quarter game. For $5, I moved 20 lineups in there. $750 the first place. I call that the $5 insurance. And we're gonna take these 20 lineups from yesterday. We're gonna clear these fucking things out. We're gonna start over. Starting over. I wasn't happy. All morning I was swimming, it was bugging the shit out of me. Opening game of the year. And that's what you're supposed to do. If you're not happy with the lineups, just to be safe, because you know, like every now and then you'll correct the lineup, like I did one time before the Super Bowl. That lineup ended up winning 50 fucking thousand bucks. No bullshit. I fucking changed Zach Pascal last minute, and to this day that haunts me. I had the winning lineup. I had it. And I took out Zach fucking Pascal because what's he gonna do? And I put in like whatever running back 3 for the Chiefs. I cry myself to sleep this day every time I hear the name Zach fucking Pascal. Anyway, I love making lineups, but again, it bugged me. I got the 4 that I wanted, how I started out, and then all of a sudden I feel like I just put Jackson Smith and Jigba in there and Ramondre Stevenson in without any reason, and then Travion Henderson. I just didn't feel it. I didn't feel it. So we moved the lineups to a cheaper game, the insurance policy we like to call it. And we're going to redo these 20. Redo some shit here. It's Saturday night and I just got paid. Courtney is a who? Courtney is my dick. Babies and me's are fucking hot here. All right. Let's run down our captains again. Jackson Smith and Jigba. Drake May. And A.J. Brown. Sam Darnold. Ramondre Stevenson. We skip Carbonet. Travion Henderson. Lock. Darian Price. So we got some new recon on Jadarian. Romeo Dubs. Rashid Shaheed. Morton Milrow. Keishawn Boutte. Jason Myers. That's where things got a little screwed up with Jason Myers. Cooper Kupp. Andre Borajales. Hunter Henry. A.J. Bonner. Seahawks D. George Halani. We skipped Wilson. Mac Hollins. Patriots D. We skipped the Mario Douglas. And we had Tony Horton. I think what happened was we pulled Cooper Kupp right for Kyle Williams. We're gonna end up pulling more people. We're going to pull more people, but pull Cooper Kupp for now. He ain't captain of the fucking team. Where the fuck is he? There he is. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here, Cooper Kupp. Kyle the Truth Williams. I just want to go over some things really quick again. Just want to do a quick remember. Here we go. Jackson Smith and Jigba says he wants to show different levels and become an upgraded version of himself in 2026 after leading the NFL with 1,793 receiving yards last season. Smith and Jigba enters camp as Seattle's clear offensive centerpiece after an Offensive Player of the Year season and Super Bowl run. But his surroundings have shifted, with former OC Clint Kubiak gone and first-time play caller Brian Fleury taken over. The offense could look notably different despite the return of quarterback Sam Darnold. Smith and Jigba is coming off a season that proves his elite fantasy ceiling beyond a doubt. But it remains to be seen whether Fleury can effectively move him around the formation and create mismatches. See, it's a negative connotation. It scares me off. You keep him at captain, but I don't want to run him underneath because, again, I feel like I settled. I don't like to settle. I want to look for keywords inside these fucking things. Like Drake May. Up at Friday's practice, which he started off with a long touchdown pass to A.J. Brown in the first play of the 11-on-11. May enjoyed a breakout sophomore season while facing a historically easy regular season schedule. But the 2024 first-round pick came crashing back down to earth in the playoffs. The Patriots made the Super Bowl despite May posting the worst playoff performance of all time by expected points added, which finally caught up to New England in a 29-13 Super Bowl loss to the Seahawks. May will get a chance to avenge that loss in Seattle, the first game of the 2026 regular season, and have a new top target in that rematch in Brown, with whom May has started to build a rapport. This is going to be Maida Brown. We know we're keeping Maida Brown. We know that shit. We like Maida Brown. We're going to skip Jackson's. A.J. Brown dislocated his thumb during Monday's practice, but he continued to work through the session afterwards. The wideout finished the session with 4 catches as his chemistry with quarterback Drake May continues to grow. Given that he was able to work through his thumb issue Monday, Brown's practice participation isn't expected to be affected going forward. The Patriots' preseason opener is August 13th against the Colts. See, it's a positive thing. It's a positive thing. Don't worry about jumping the gun to put everybody in. No need to rush. I don't remember yet. Sam Darnold had no recon. Darnold had no. Stevenson did, but I don't remember liking what. Participating in Thursday's padded practice. Stevenson left Tuesday's practice early, but his exit appears to have been precautionary since he's practicing Thursday in the Patriots' first full pad practice of training camp. He's splitting first-team reps with Travion Henderson on Thursday, and that arrangement is expected to linger throughout the season as Price has been handling first-team reps along with fellow running back George Halani. The breakdown of reps in the Seattle Seahawks backfield to start the season remains up in the air with Zach Charbonnet in recovery mode from the January ACL tear and Kenny Walker now in Kansas City. The team invested a first-round pick in Price back in April, presumably with the expectation that he'd be the lead runner while Charbonnet is sidelined. But Halani and even free agent pickup Emmanuel Wilson may also be a part of the game plans week 1 and beyond. Goddamn. They invested a first-round pick in Price, Halani, and free agent pickup Emmanuel. Now they're just busting Emmanuel Wilson out here. Week 1 and beyond. Again, that's not great news there. What do we got on Dubs? Return to practice Friday. With his 2 recent absences being for non-injury reasons, Dubs should pick up where he left off at Patriots training camp, building chemistry with Drake May. The team has a deep wide receiver room featuring A.J. Brown, Keyshawn Boot, Demario Douglas, and Mac Hollins. Injury. That's all I keep talking about is injuries. Rashid Shaheed. Shaheed is preparing for a larger offensive role in his first season with the Seahawks after getting a full off-season in training camp to build chemistry with Sam Darnold. Shaheed remained a big play and return game weapon after joining Seattle mid-season in 2025, but his receiving role was limited as he adjusted on the fly to a new team and an offense. That should change now that he's had an off-season to build familiarity with new OC Brian Fleury and improve his timing with Darnold, giving him a clearer path to downfield targets alongside Jackson Smith and Jigba and Cooper. Shaheed's week-to-week fantasy value will remain volatile, but he will boast a higher ceiling if Seattle follows through. on finding more ways to get him the ball. Big play return game weapon. Was limited on adjusting on the fly. He's had an offseason to build. See, they said nice things, whereas when you read about Jackson Smith, the gym was like, reportedly off to a strong start at training camp, so he hasn't allowed the trade rumors to affect his performance so far. The 6th round pick is entering the final season of his rookie contract. Strong start at training camp. He hasn't allowed the rumors to bother him. So right now he's a captain. Myers, again, 18 fucking points in the Super Bowl. Myers is set to retain his role as the Seahawks' top kicker. That's right. In a role with defending champions, Myers racked up a career high and league-leading 171 points in 2025, while making 41 of 48 field goal attempts in all 48 of his extra point tries in 17 regular season contests. Looking ahead to the coming campaign, the 35-year-old, who is currently the only kicker on his team's roster, should maintain a solid enough weekly floor working behind Seattle's offense to maintain fantasy viability in 2026, even if he sees a modest reduction in terms of volume. See what I'm saying? They end it with that negative shit. Borjalis. As the coming season approaches, Borjalis is set to reprise his role as the Patriots' top kicker. After being taken in the 6th round of the 2025 draft, Borjalis beat out Parker Romo last summer to emerge as New England's starting kicker ahead of the team's surprising 14-3 regular season campaign. In the process, the 23-year-old University of Miami product made 27 of 32 field goal attempts and 53 of 55 extra point tries, en route to recording 134 points in 17 games. In his second campaign as a pro, his fantasy upside hinges on how an offense led by rising young signal caller Drake May clicks. But at a minimum, Borjalis should be a solid streaming option when the Patriots are heavily favored and are playing indoors, which they're not. So fuck off. Hunter Henry. Just going over these numbers and names one more time, just to see if there's something I missed. While Henry returns as the Patriots' top tight end, slotting behind him on the team's depth chart is yet to be solidified following Julian Hill's season-ending injury. As things stand, Eli Raritan, Jack Westover, G.J. Dupree, Tanner Arkin are in the mix for tight end targets that don't go to Henry's way this season. Though it's possible, depth is added at the position in the coming weeks. Henry is coming off a 2025 regular season in which he turned a 67-68-7 line on 87 targets in 17 games in 2025. And looking ahead to the coming campaign, he's on track to maintain a steady, weekly fantasy floor while working as a key weapon for Drake May in New England's passing game. They love saying his name. Drake May, Drake May, Drake May. Drake May's going in every goddamn lineup. Drake May's our guy. Even in playing like shit, he was in the winning lineup. Bonner is participating in the start of training camp. Bonner's viability to open camp is a positive sign early after he missed off-season workouts due to a pair of undisclosed surgeries. The 2024 fourth rounder is looking to defend his role as the Seahawks' clear top tight end in a room that includes second-year option Elijah Arroyo. Bonner started all 17 regular season games in 2025, totaling 52 catches on 68 targets for 519 yards and 6 touchdowns. So you're reading some good shit. All these guys definitely deserve to be captain. Seahawks D was the winning Super Bowl lineup captain. It's got to stay. George Holani. George Holani and the first round pick Jadarian Price have split first team reps during the early days of training camp. Holani was often the first RB up for first team reps during OTAs, and at this stage he and Price appear to have cemented themselves atop the chart, with Zach Carbonet on the pup list and Emmanuel Wilson seemingly in a depth role. Seahawks coaches have reportedly stressed Price growing as a pass catcher, but unless the rookie is able to make rapid improvements throughout camp, Holani could be the favorite for third down reps come week 1. The early season workload split beyond that point seems like it will come down to a true competition between Price and Holani. Although once Charbonnet is cleared to return, Seattle could end up deploying all three to some extent. The Mac attack. Mr. Mac fucking Collins. Monday, he said he's willing to play some tight end this season. The Patriots signed Julian Hill early this season as experienced depth behind Hunter Henry, but Hill suffered a season-ending knee injury during the spring. New England used the third-round pick on Eli Raritan, but it remains to be seen if he'll develop enough to contribute right away. Hollins is 6'4", 221 pounds, and known as the most willing blocking from there. Working with the first team to begin training camp. The most common grouping Monday, according to Callahan, involved A.J. Brown and Romeo Doubs out wide with Douglas in the slot. Keyshawn Boot mixed in an X-receiver, and Brown moved around the formation. Right now, it sounds like the Patriots like Brown as the X, Doubs as the Z, and Douglas working in the middle of the field out of the slot. That leaves Matt Collins, Efren Chisholm, Kyle Williams competing for sub-package snaps and rotational roles. Douglas played just 26% of the offensive snaps last regular season, but with Stephon Diggs out of the picture and Brown more of an outside prototype, Douglas could see his playing time come back in 2026. Could see. See, it's a lot of the same reports, but what I like is when fucking Matt Collins says, I'll go play some fucking tight end. That's what turns me on. Tony Horton was back on the field for Seattle's first training camp practice. Horton's return is a notable step after he was left out on the 7-7 and 11-on-11s during the offseason team activities. Though his promising rookie year was cut short, he flashed touchdown upside on limited volume with 5 receiving scores and a punt return touchdown across 8 regular games. Jackson Smith-Njigba, Cooper Kupp, and Rashid Shaheed still give Seattle a crowded receiver room, but Horton now has a full camp to push for a rotational role and maintain deep league relevance. And finally, tell the truth, Williams. Despite Williams' training camp to date, Coach Mike Vrabel says the Patriots want to find ways to keep the third rounder involved in the offense this season. I really know what Kyle is going to help us. His speed is going to help us. We're going to find ways to get him the ball. And it may be outside of just the normal installation plays. As a rookie, Williams caught 10 of 21 targets for 209 yards and 3 touchdowns in 17 regular season games in 2025. But it's notable that those were 3 scores all came on big plays. For now, Williams seems to be facing an uphill battle in terms of earning steady playing time in a crowded wide receiver room. But if transactions or injuries change the composition of the unit, the Washington State product could make his mark as a complementary target alongside top options A.J. Brown and Romeo Doubs. Well. So we got our captains. Perhaps some captains can go. We shall see. Ooh. Ah. All right, what do we say? Drake May and A.J. Brown and Matt Collins. So let's get our guys that we like in there. Brown, Hollins, Mr. Hollinsworth, A.J. Brown, Drake May, Matt Collins, Sam Donald, Drake May, A.J. Brown, Mr. Matt Collins, Drake May, A.J. Brown, Matt Collins, Drake May, A.J. Brown, Matt Collins. We know the 3 cards that we like the most. Drake May, A.J. Brown, and Matt Collins. Drake May, A.J. Brown, Mac, Attack, Collins. Drake May, A.J. Brown, Matt Collins, team captain. Keyshawn Boot, Drake May, A.J. Brown, Mac, Attack, Collins. Jason Myers, Drake May, A.J. Brown, Matt Collins. Andre Borregales, Drake May, A.J. Brown, Matt Collins. Hunter Henry, Drake May, A.J. Brown, Matt Collins. A.J. Bonner, along with Drake May, A.J. Brown, Matt Collins. Seahawks D, Drake May, A.J. Brown, Matt Collins. George Holani, Drake May, A.J. Brown, Mac Hollins, Drake May, A.J. Brown, Demario Douglas, Drake May, A.J. Brown. And Mac Hollins, in a situation like this, Mac Hollins could be expendable if you're using another receiver captain here. Tony Horton, Drake May, A.J. Brown, Mac Hollins. Kyle the Truth Williams, Drake May, A.J. Brown, Mac Hollins. Now, again, we may cut some of these captains. We like to keep the targets, definitely targets as captains, because they're always contrarian. But perhaps get away from the running backs and the quarterbacks. And the kickers, but definitely keep the fucking defense. Brought to you by the new Faro's Lounge Kickstarter. I'd like to refresh it and see if the number goes up. It's always nice when it does. All right. Jackson Smith and Jib we have here a captain, so he's no longer a problem. Who did we like? Is that new recon on Jake Bobo? What do we got? Nah, it's old shit. Kyle the Truth Williams. You got a lot of money to spend. You could go all the way up and get Sam Darnold here. If you are not completely confident, because again, Stevenson, I wasn't impressed with what I read. The only card that I'm looking at here that I liked was Rashid Shaheed. Again, you can go for broke, go Seahawks D here. It was the top card. It was the captain card of the Super Bowl with 22 fucking points. I mean, look what they do to fucking teams. Let's say you went with Seahawks D. That leaves you enough for Rashid Shaheed. Leaves you enough for Jason Myers. If you go all the way to the top here, Sam Darnold. Right out of the gate, let's just say you want to connect Darnold. Go double quarterback, connect Darnold with Njigba. That leaves you with Jam Miller, Jake Bobo, Chisholm, White. A lot of garbage down here. A whole lot of garbage. But if Darnold's lighting it up and Njigba's lighting it up, what's the fucking difference, right? Unless, that would be 46.51. So you wouldn't get Myers. You couldn't get Myers. You couldn't get Borregales. If you got rid of Hollins. But I like Hollins. So you can get Hunter Henry and a turd. Or a grunt. If you traded Hollins, this particular lineup, because again, it's a lot of garbage here. Jam Miller, he could do something. He seems like he's going for the third running back job, maybe. Taking kickoff return reps during training camp. As camp progresses, Miller, who the Patriots took in the 7th round of the draft, continues to compete for slotting in the team's backfield behind Ramondre Stevenson and Travion Henderson. While Lazar notes that Lan Larison has been getting the first crack at reps behind the top duo thus far. Miller could push for the number 3 job down the road, but with his ability to return game, boosting his chance of securing a run. You know what? Yes. I'm going to run a second lineup with Jackson Smith and Jigba, but instead of Darnold, I'm going to go with Shaheed. So we're going to pull somebody. We're going to pull Tony Horton. Should we pull Horton? And Horton came up big in limited fashion. He's the number 4 receiver, though. It'll be long. You know what? Stay with Horton for just for now. Let's pull somebody else. Seahawks D definitely stays. Let's pull the kicker. There you go. We're going to pull the kicker. So Jackson Smith and Jigba, with Rashid underneath. 45 left. Seahawks D. Well, shit, Holani's good too. No, Seahawks D. Seahawks D. That lineup right there I like. Now I'm feeling my confidence. You get two captain fucking Jigbas. We got two teams going into the day left to the baseball qualifiers. This one will go into with Jam Miller. So now I feel confident. I ain't touching that shit. All right. Rock and roll. Drake May. Drake fucking May. Now this could make we can make this a slaughter stack. I just don't think it's gonna be a slaughter stack, so that'd be kind of stupid. Again, let's say we skip a Jigba, go right for the quarterback. We got no recon on Darnold. So let's say we give him dubs. It's still get a Jigba. Let's say you come in with a little Shaheed. A little Shaheed action. What do you got? 88 left. What do you get for 88? Stevenson. So I'm just not feeling this one yet. Come back to this. I like Shaheed. Let's just say if we drop some Shaheed across the way here. We drop some Shaheed bombs. Little Shaheed bombs. Drop a little some Shaheed. Some Shaheed action. Yeah. So you drop Shaheed here underneath Darnold. What do you got? Boot. Oh, Myers right there. You got to come with Myers underneath. Come with the kicker underneath. It's a boring pick, but it's right there. That one works. Sam fucking Darnold, the captain. Rashid. Will come underneath with Shaheed. See what kind of damage it causes. That gives you Henderson, Price, Dubs. Henderson, we know nothing about. Dubs, we've been reading about, but again, they've been talking about injuries. Jadarian Price. They invested in him. Should we go with the investment? Do we chase the investment? Well, we always used to run from the queue. Now we run to the queue. We're going to go with Jadarian fucking Price. Invested. They said maybe he gets it together in camp. No, we're saying he fucking does. Although Henderson behind Stevens, we're going to do that same lineup. I'm going to do that same. I like that Stevenson lineup. We need Henderson behind him. Yeah, that's the way to go. Somebody's got to go. Who's going? Price, Dubs, Shaheed, Boot, Myers. Yeah, we don't need a kicker at fucking cap. Give me Stevenson again, but Henderson underneath this time. And Shaheed. But instead of Price, it'll be Henderson. Yes. You know Henderson, I got no recon on him. When you're running that running back, you got to run his fucking vulture with him in the same lineup. So fuck you every time. He's touchdowns. The same way when we go with Henderson, fucking Stevenson's right in there. At least one of the lineups. Again, we're gonna start popping in Shaheed and see what it does. Plenty of room. Plenty of room here. To take the best card in the deck. Why not? At that point, you just fucking do it. Now you could upgrade here if you wanted to. If you want to leave this money on the table, play Ultimate Contrarian. You can upgrade from Hollins to Myers. You can say, fuck that, Hollins will outscore Myers. And be contrarian. That's what we're going to do there. That's what we're going to do. We're chasing 30 large here at first place. Again, Shaheed. We know what's going to happen. Rather than upgrade to the kicker, we're going to take the best card in the deck. We're going to play it out. Leave that 29 on the fucking table. We're going to upgrade with the other guys, though, when it comes to these other Patriot pass catchers down the road here. You will upgrade. Seahawks, then you got to add Myers. That's a given. You got to go Smith and Jigba. Although here, if the Seahawks are, you got to. It's almost like you're repeating the. You're repeating the. What was the winning lineup again? That winning lineup. Hollins and May. Hollins, May, Walker, Stevenson. There it is. Not Brown. And for the hell of it, for $3, we all going to replicate this one lineup. Stevenson, Hollins, Myers, and where is it'll be Price. You're leaving 8,800 on the table for $3. Fuck it. That's the replication of last year's Super Bowl. With Price replacing Walker, that's it. Janarian Price replacing Kenny Walker. Got to be done. Fuck it. You don't do it, you'll kick yourself. George Holani, I feel like he could be expendable. But if he ends up becoming running back one, you're getting him at a major fucking bargain. Shaheed. And he could end up being fucking running back one. Leave it on the fucking table. Although again, if you're running Holani there, you need Price. No, you gotta use Price there. Unless he steals the show from Price. Unless he steals, yeah. Just need one Holani in there, just in case he's the fucking man. Yeah, we'll go Shaheed. Come back to that. Shaheed again. Since you're going Douglas here, you wouldn't need Hollins because Douglas would be the one that would stand out unless you upgrade from Brown. Say you take the top card in the deck. Then you could pull Hollins because you're going with Douglas to be the man. Technically, you could replace him with Stevenson, but we did this already. We did this already. Oh, no, we did, but we didn't put Shaheed in last time, so I like that. Or you can go Price. You go 3 and 3 here. I say you take the Patriots, yeah. They don't know what's going on there yet. Price is still a fucking work in progress. If you're going in terms of who's the superior running back, it's going to be Stevenson. So now we're featuring Shaheed. All right, Kyle, the Truth Williams. Go Shaheed. You go Jigba. We upgrade from Hollins to. Fuck yeah, take Darnold. 3 and 3. Yeah, bitch. That I like. That's all based on if Kyle the Truth Williams is the fucking superstar of the game there. $3, you take a chance. Again, Horton. Should we keep Horton? I just don't know about Tony Horton. I feel like we could drop Tony Horton. Shaheed. All right, so let's see you go. You take Jackson Smith and Jigba. You got 40 underneath, you got Hunter Henry, which is perfect. Unless you want to go 3 and 3 with targets. Or even go against the defense. That's as contrarian as it gets. You have 3 good options here. You're taking all the pass catches for an air attack here. Because everybody's going to play the run. You take one with Hunter Henry. And I would run one against the Seattle defense. No, I don't like that. I like you here, Drake May. Absolutely. Give him his targets. Shitload of targets. Darnold throwing. I mean, if they run on us, I'm dead in the water here, but fuck it, it's worth a shot. Here took Sheehy. So say you take the best card in the deck. Go right underneath with the Patriots kicker, which I don't mind. You got Henry, Barner, Seahawks, D. It's all right, fucking there. Oof. That Seahawks D just keeps talking to me. That Seahawks fucking D. It's brutal, but it's talking to me. But I want it to be Hunter Henry, but it's not happening. You got to take, even in that Drake May lineup, you got to take fucking. I got to run one against the fucking D there. Who can go? Here you got to take Henderson. If you're taking Travion, you're taking Stevenson underneath him, maybe. Then you only got room for one left, and that would be Shaheed. That's just a perfect fucking. That's a crazy slaughter stack lineup, but I like it. It's going to stay. That's the only Henderson lineup I'm going to run, just so I'm protected. Jadarian Price. Holani's got to be underneath. You followed up with a Jigba right, but there, that one's easy. Let's do another one with Shaheed. Not feeling Tony Horton. Who can go? Horton, Hollins, Boot, Shaheed, Dubs. Horton, you're out, buddy. Sorry. Feel free to shove it in my face. Darian Price. No Holani, I'm going to go Shaheed this time. And Darnold, yes. Yes, I like that. All right, finally, we got Hollins. Shaheed's underneath already. If you give him the best, what do you have left? Henderson. Down. Price. Price is. I fucking hope so. All right. Kayshawn Boot. Is he expendable? Could we not captain him? We want to captain Rashid Shaheed, of course. One with his guy. Yeah, get rid of fucking. Although Boot can go. Oh, fuck me. It's torture. You get Shaheed, you get them both. Oh, it's not. You don't get Jigba here. You get Shaheed. You would get Darnold. All right, I'll skip fucking and Jigba in that one. Although you could pull with Brown. Now, get one with Brown. Give me one with Brown. Sorry, Boot, I'm pulling you. Pulling you, Boot. The Brown. Give, give Shaheed. There's enough left for Darnold. Perfect. Now I'm covered on that one, which I liked. I like that one being covered. It's good dinner. Dubs. One with his receiver. If you give him one with Darnold instead, what do we get if we give him Darnold instead? Right? If you give him Darnold, Henderson, or Price. Yes, Price. I like